वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. A very warm welcome to entire Sangat in today's talk. Our topic for this evening is Five Elements Part 3. Previously, we talked about five elements: Viche Tarti, Viche Pani, which cast Agan Tariche, fire, water, earth. Although all are different in their nature, in their behavior, but still they all are staying together. That is why we are alive. And then we discussed about the most important element, which is earth. Maka Tat Mahat. In that, we understood earth promotes growth. Earth is very humble and always helpful, and tolerance power of the earth is really amazing, and its spread fragrance, and we can attain all those benefits, all those qualities in our life with the Sat Sangat. And Bhagat Kabir ji also says, Ab tej pai prithvi akasha, ऐसी रहत रहो हरे पासा. If we are able to understand, if we are able to grab, if we are able to adopt the qualities of these five elements in our life, then these qualities will bring us close to God, close to Vaheguru. The very important element, there are basically 3 points. One is creator, to whom we say Karta. Karta kaun hai? Who is the creator? Then there is a Karan, reason behind it. How did he create? What elements did he use? So what were the reason behind it? What were those helping elements? So they are known as a Karan, reason. Then Krit. Krit means creation, the creation that we see. So this creation, this world that we are able to see, then because of very important element. Of course, an entire world, entire universe has created with those five elements, but still, the element earth and then the element water is very essential, very important. Creation is possible, creation became possible, but water plays an important role, very important. Even nowadays, as scientists are working and trying to find water on the other planets, because they know if there is water means possibility of life is very high. If there is water, then we can survive. So water is very important. And today we'll understand some aspects of water and qualities of water, but this element have some wings as well. Wings of water element. When we talk about wings, it means some properties, qualities of water may match with other elements as well. So we'll see some qualities of other elements in the element of named water as well. So in that way we can see some wings of water. In that we'll able to see some qualities maybe of the earth, of the fire, So that we'll try to understand what are some wings in the element of water. Once, the moment we try to find out how old the water is, about this there are different opinions, different statements of different people. As I was reading one article on this website, Science Alert, so they believe this writer, the one who wrote this article, he believes this water is 4.5 billion year old. Very old water that we are taking, that we are drinking, that we are using. Although some statements are there where some people believe, some researcher believes water is more older than the sun as well. But another contradictory statement, some believes that sun is the oldest, water came later. So different opinions, different point of views, and different things that we see always in the science actually. Mostly in 100 years, lot of statements changes in the science. As just there are some examples like in the 1700, at that time the research was about that Earth is old around 75,000 years old. In 70s, before that it was believed like 5,000 years as well. And we used to believe in that as well. Then in 1860, Charles Darwin, then he said 100 million years or more than that. Current age estimate is 4.5 billion years or so. So we see a lot of different statements according to the time. The more they are able to find, they say according to that. But we'll try to understand more from the point of Gurbani. These are just some examples, like what science is talking about or what their research is about the water. So the moment we talk about the creation, then Gurbani teaches us, we have answers for that. Guruji says, Sache te pavana paya. From from that Lord, from that God, from that Vaheguru, Sache te pavana paya. So then first thing was air, different gases were there. Pavane te jal hoy. Then later water came into the existence. So even science also believes almost in the same thing, that gases were before, then water came into the existence. Jal te tripavan sajya kat kat jot samoh. This all creation, the essential need, the important need is water. Jal te tripavan sajya kat kat jot samoh. In every heart, kat kat means in every heart, at every place, God is there. Jal te tripavan sajya. So he made this entire universe, this earth, with water. Guru Nanak Sahib says, पहला पानी जियो है जित हरिया सबको. Water is essential, necessity. Also Guru Nanak Sahib says, अवन गुरु पानी पिता माता धरती. Water is father. पानी जेड़ा है वो पिता है. पहला पानी जियो है जित हरिया सबको. So in the entire life is possible with the water. Even in human body, even on the earth, it is believed and it's researched as well. This earth was, the surface of this earth was completely covered with water earlier. Then we see this land, this earth part as well. Still, we can see more than 70% is water. And same in the body as well. more than 70%, around 70%, there is water. Depends on person according to the age, gender. So maybe some people we may see around more than 60%. In some, it's more than 70%. So there are different searches about it. But yes, more than 70% normally we see the water. Even human brain, it is also made with almost 80 to 85% with the water. Our brain is almost about 1.2 kg, but it is also 80 to 85%. Average brain is around 1.2 kg, but it is also most of it is again water. In our heart, more than 80% there is water. In our brain, it's water. So this life in the human also we say the water is very essential. Jal hi jeevan hai, there is a slogan in Hindi as well. So water is father. Pehla pani jiyo hai. Guru Nanak Sahib Ji also saying the same thing. Pehla pani jiyo hai. So life not only on the for the humans, for the trees, for the fishes, or for any other elements or animals that we see, entire creation is depends on the water. It is very important. Although it is very powerful, it can destroy a lot of things. If there is so much fire, we can use water to get rid of fire, but water is very powerful. It can block, it can break lot of heavy and powerful things. Water is very powerful as well, but it is giving life. Even there are some life, those who take birth and die in the water as well. Takes care of everything. In the earlier time, so as we see on the earth, according to the research, almost 97% water that we cannot drink actually. Not good for health, not able to drink, or should or we cannot or we should not. In the earlier time, and still it is in the use. In the previous time, kings used to keep a lot of horses, a lot of horse. We used to say most of the king have one horse or horses. One sense, one special quality of the horses, it always drink healthy water. So what they used to do, they bring their horse near to water. If horse drink that water, they believe this water we can drink. If horse denies, then they don't. So it is applicable, and even research says like they have the better smell. So there are some different reasons as well. Sometimes horse don't drink if there is a different kind of smell, or if they see like this is a different kind of water that they are not drinking on the regular basis. But more often it is believed if water is polluted, they can go for the dehydration, but they don't drink polluted water. So this is how this was one of the benefit of the horses at that time as well, and still people believe in that point of view as well. So a lot of water, but entire water we cannot drink as well. So these were just some things about the water. So now let's understand what we can or what we should learn from water. What are the things that we should learn to make our life more beautiful and we can go close to God? So this body is from Bhai Gurdas Ji. Bhai Gurdas Ji talked about water. He said, "Tarti पैरां हेठ है." When we talk about our feet, it is also sign of humbleness. When one person touches another person's feet, it also one of the indication, one of the sign The person is showing his humbleness, usdi nimarta, usda nimanapan. Then earth is below everyone's feet. So earth is known as a more humble. ਕਈ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਚਰਨ ਧੂੜ ਨੂੰ ਹੱਥ ਲਾ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਜੀ, ਹੈ ਨਾ, ਚਰਨ ਧੂੜ ਹੋ ਜਾਈਏ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੀ। ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ, in the Gurbani also we read from gurus or from bhagats when they say like we want to be your charan dhul, more humble than the feet. If we say more humble than the feet, then we talk about earth. But here is the thing, Bhai Gurdas is saying dharti pehra het hai. Earth is very humble, it is below, under our feet, but then dharti het vasanta pani, water is more humble, it is under the earth. So first quality is humbleness. How humble the water is. Feet are known as a humble thing. If we touch someone's feet, it means we are showing our humbleness. Or even if we talk about that part, so it is related to humbleness. Earth more humble, but then water, it is under the earth. So we can say on the another level. धरती पैरा हेठ है, धरती हेठ वसंदा पानी, water is more down, more under, more humble. And then Bhai Gurdas Ji tells us about the basic qualities of water. In this body, we'll understand, we'll discuss two different aspects of water. One is the just purely natural. One is according to the situation. We have a life, but sometime according to the situation, we need to change our focus, change our tone, change a lot of things in our life. So we'll understand both aspects of water. What is the basic from the birth, or what is the nature of the water, and how water changes its nature according to the situation. Both aspects we're going to cover today itself. So basic nature of water. So first point that we understood, first quality of the water is it's very humble. We normally say down to earth, but if something is more down, something is more under, that is water. So next thing, now there are some more qualities of water in the next line. Pani challe nivan. Nivan means flowing down. So the moment water arises from any place, from anything, from any mountain, किसे पहाड़ से झरना निकलता है, the moment or after the birth of water, we can say, ਜਦੋਂ ਹੀ ਉਹ ਜੰਮਿਆ, ਜਦੋਂ ਹੀ ਉਹ ਪੈਦਾ ਹੋਇਆ, ਜਦੋਂ ਹੀ ਉਹਦੀ ਧਾਰਾ ਆਈ ਬਾਹਰ, ਪਹਾੜਾਂ ਚੋਂ ਨਿਕਲਿਆ ਕਿਤੇ, ਝਰਨਾ ਵਗਿਆ, the moment it's born, ਪਾਣੀ ਚੱਲੇ ਨਿਵਾਣ. So it is just going down. So nature of water is more and more humble. सिर्फ थल्ले रहंदा नहीं है धरती दे, हमेशा वो चलदा ही इस तरीके नाल है कि going down and down, going under and under. It's his nature to walk, always humble. So in the beginning, more focused on the quality of humbleness. पानी चले निवाण नो, निर्मल शीतल शुद्ध प्राणी. So the basic nature of water is nirmal, it's pure. Although later water gets dirty because we put something in that, but basically from when it arises, it comes, it's always pure. Basic nature of it, it's pure. So pani chala nivano, nirmal sheetal shuddha parani. Sheetal means cool. Shuddh, it is cleaning the things. So first thing is nirmal. Water is nirmal, water is clean. Water is cool and it is making other things clean as well. As we read in Chapji Sahib as well, Pani dhota hai utras khe. So if there is some dirt on our clothes, we can remove with the water. So water goes down. Water is nirmal, always pure, sheetal, it's always calm, and always help others to clean. So that is what a good Sikh must have, or good Sikh should have. So always be humble, be pure. So pani chala nivano. Sometimes people show their humbleness, but they are not pure. They just look alike. Here, the next word is nirmal. They are pure. Water is pure. So a person who have the humbleness, he should be pure, try to be pure as well. Sometimes we just try to show our humbleness to get some attention, to get some praise, to earn some good talks about us. Yes, people may say like how humble am I, but there should be actually politeness, humbleness. So nirmal, pureness, purity, coolness, and Shuddha Prani, it is cleaning others as well, not putting some dirty thoughts to others' mind. Shuddha Prani, try to spread some good talks, not bad. That is also a sign. Should most of the time we talk about some nindya, maybe a chugli, maybe some any voices, like ਕਿਸੇ ਵਿਕਾਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਪਰ नेचर की होना चाहिए पानी तो की सिੱਖੀਏ ਆਪ ਵੀ ਸਾਫ਼ ਰਹੀਏ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਵਾਲੇ ਦੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹਦੇ ਮਾਈਂਡ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ we try to put some pure thoughts and ਪਾਣੀ ਚੱਲੇ ਨਿਵਾਣ ਨੂੰ ਨਿਰਮਲ ਸ਼ੀਤਲ it's always cool always calm always means always as we see the example of Guru Arjan Sahib Ji. Guru Arjan Sahib Ji was completely calm, completely cool. Whatever was happening outside, everything was hot. Everything was just like fire. But Guru Arjan Sahib Ji was cool. Month was hot. Chandu was hot. Even the ruler Jahangir, he was very angry. The plate was hot. Sand was hot. People around Guruji, all those enemies were hot. Fire itself, a sign of hotness. But only one thing was cool. That was Guru Arjan Sahib Ji. So everyone was hot. सारे गरम ने सारे गुस्से च ने पर कोई शीतल है तो उसे गुरु अर्जन साहब जी. So the main reason and main culprit was actually Jahangir. He was very smart. What he did this task to torture Guru Sahib Ji to the Chandu. And then later, he said, whatever was done, it was done by only Chandu. I am not the real culprit. Culprit is Chandu. But he was the king. He was the ruler. Everything happened with his orders. Even we can say at that time some writers also fall into his trap because later what he discussed with Guru Hargobind Sahib and said, I am not the culprit, I was not aware about it. The real culprit is Chandu. If you want, I can give Chandu to you and you can do the same thing with the Chandu. I am not the culprit. So even writer in the history that we read, like a lot of writers also fall into the trap, I believe. Like they also said, yes, it was because of Chandu, but not really. Because Guruji was spreading the message of oneness. Sikhi Vadri se, Sikhi was spreading. So that is why he was worried about it. Guru Granth Sahib Ji was there. Guru Granth Sahib Ji ਦੀ ਸੰਪਾਦਨਾ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ, ਹਰਮੰਦਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੀ ਸਥਾਪਨਾ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ, and Guru Ji was on walking on the path of Almighty, on the truthfulness. So that was the actually main reason, and culprit was the ruler. Okay. So निर्मल शीतल शुद्ध प्राणी ਜਿਹਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਇਹ ਗੁਣ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਹੈ, he's always calm, and other people's word won't able to make him angry. Sometimes we just lose our coolness just with a one sentence or a one word, but with the water, from the water we need to learn, try to be cool all the time, however which is possible. Then the next quality of the water is बहुरंगी एक रंग है सबना अंदर इको जाने. बहुरंगी एक रंग है. Even there are many different colors, still water mix with them. They don't differentiate. Water don't differentiate. Sabna andar ek ho jane, because knows like what is with the color. Like even if we put the water into something yellow bottle or red bottle or orange bottle, it may look like that. Although it doesn't lose its own color, but still you don't differentiate. So what a Sikh should know, what the quality from this we need to understand. बहुरंगी एक रंग है सबना अंदर इको जानी. Like all are same. As we discussed the concept of sangat, concept of pangat, all are same, all are one. Doesn't matter from which gender or from which religion a person is, we treat everybody in the same way. So sangat and pangat is just showing the same concept. Sabna andar eko jane, don't differentiate on the base of gender, color, caste or something. Everybody is same. These are the basic thing, basic qualities of water. Now the next point is according to the situation. Tatta hobe ਧੁੱਪ ਵਿੱਚ ਛਾਵੇਂ ਠੰਡਾ ਬਿਰਤੀ ਹਾਣੀ. Virti means nature. Now what does water do? Tatta hobe ਧੁੱਪ ਵਿੱਚ, it gets hot in the sun and it's cool in the shade or in the shadow. If there is some shade, then it is cool. If you put water in the sun, it will get hot. Now the next thing, so then if it is getting hot, so does it losing its coolness? Is it becoming harmful? Then the reply of this question is in the next panktis of Bhai Gurdas ji. Tapda par upkar, thande par upkar vihani. So even if it is getting some hot or cool, the purpose is always par upkar, do something good for the others. So even sometimes we see in the Guru's life as well. Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji had 4 battles. Guru Gobind Singh Ji had 14 battles. Guru Gobind Singh Ji hold sword, but earlier rulers, kings used to hold sword to kill the people, but Guru Gobind Singh Ji hold the sword to save the people. Chunकार azhama hilte darguyast, halal ast par vashamshir dast. Guru Gobind Singh Ji also says, like, I hold the sword not because I want to. ये मेरी मजबूरी है. I had to, because you are so cruel. You are killing innocents. So I have to save them. That is why I am holding the sword. So people earlier used the sword to kill people, but Guruji hold the sword to save the people, save humanity. So tapda par upkar no thande par upkar behane. Although even if we see like it is maybe related to hot, even if it is getting more hot. Water is still, it is showing the good. It is helping. As there is example from Bhai Gurdas ji there. अगन बुझाए तपत विच ठंडा होगा बिलम ना. Even if the water is hot, very hot, if we throw the same water on the fire, अगन बुझाए तपत विच, still it will help. अग्नु बुझाएगा. It will not work as petrol or diesel. Although even water is very hot, still it is helpful. अगन बुझाए, अग्नु बुझाएगा तपत विच, although it is very hot. ठंडा होवे बिलम ना आनी. It doesn't take some long time. It's always cool from inside. From the outer way, maybe it is showing its hotness, but it is just to do some parupkar, just to do some good for others, just to help other people. It may look like a hot person, it may look like hot, but it is always going to be helpful. And sometimes even in our family we say, father looks so angry on a son, on his son, or mother may scold his son or daughter, but not because he want to or she want to, but they are also looking for good. They also want to help their child. So अगन बुझाए तपत विच ठंडा हो गया बिलम ना आनी. Even it is very hot or cool, even beg or the take, sant or sipahi, or both ways it is going to help. It is just going to serve the humanity. This is a basic nature. And in the last, Bhai Gurdas ji says, Gur Sikhi di e nishani. So these are the symptoms, these are the mark of the Sikh. This is how a Sikh should be, this is how a Sikh can be. So these are the some aspects of the water that Bhai Gurdas ji and Guru Nanak Sahib ji, Guru Ramdas Sahib ji teaches us, told us about these 5 elements, about the water. So today we understood some points that water is father, water is life. Even in the plants, in the animals, in the human, everywhere life is possible because of water. Because of water, we all are able to survive on this planet, and scientists and researchers is again looking for water on the other planets. So the qualities that we need to learn or that we understood, first thing is it is very humble, makes other cool and clean, and it is only possible if we are cool and clean. We can make others cool, but if we are mixed with various colors, sab rang, all are one, all are same, and even if it is getting hot or cold, always it helps. The purpose is to serve the humanity, purpose is to help the poor, purpose is to help the people, community, each and everybody. So this is how, these are the some qualities of the water that we can have in our life to make our life more beautiful. These are some basic things that we must have, because in the last, Bhai Gurdas ji said, Gur Sikhi di e nishani. These are the symptoms. If we have all these qualities, then Bhai Gurdas ji, according to Bhai Gurdas ji, they don't look for any other elements, qualities as well. For him, if we have the qualities, all these qualities of water, we are a proper Gursikh, because it has wings of earth and fire as well. Tapda Parupkar, not always humble, but sometimes it shows some other aspects as well. It helps to clean, it helps to go ahead, but it is only possible if we are working on ourselves as well. And on working on ourselves, on cleaning ourselves, everything is possible by the नाम, पर यह मत पापा के संग, वो तो पै नावह के राम. So by the naam, by the sangat, by the Gurbani, we all are able to attain these things in our life. Gurdwara hoye sochi pais. So in that, Gurudwara satsang plays an important role. And next week we'll discuss about rest three elements, and that will be the last lecture of this session. And then we'll continue again in the July. So, but before that, we have some more lectures in this week as well. Friday evening we'll discuss Soye Mahle Chauthe Ke. Then Saturday morning we have a lecture on Baramaha about of Guru Nanak Sahib Ji and Guru Arjan Sahib Ji. And this week we'll talk about Jait. So, what is the message in the month of Jait? So kindly join us, because these are the last lectures of this session. So then we'll have some break. So kindly join us on Friday evening as well, then Saturday morning as well. And next week we'll discuss about others element and what is the conclusion and what all do we need to learn from all the elements. And if we can work on it, so then definitely we can go more close to Vaheguru. And these things are actually very much important. Humbleness, calmness, coolness. Most of us have lost it actually. Just one word, one sentence is more than enough, and we just lose our temperature. We just say whatever we should not supposed to say. A lot of things happens. So, but now I would be looking to hear from all of you. What do you think? Like, what can we learn, or how can we apply? So, whatever you thought, what are your takeaway messages, or what did you learn? So, don't be shy. Kindly share it with all of us. I'm giving the option, you all can unmute yourself. So, kindly contribute, and looking forward to hear from all of you. Thank you very much once again for joining, for listening, and looking forward to hear from you for your contributions. Thank you very much once again. वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह जी. हाँ जी, हाँ जी संगत जी, हाँ जी भूपिंदर जी, you are unmuted. Would you like to share something?
ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਤੋਂ ਬੜਾ ਦੋ ਮੇਜ ਹੀ ਆ, ਉਹ ਤੋਂ ਥੋੜੇ ਜਿਹੇ ਕਿਤੇ ਨੇ ਮੇਜ ਬਈ.
हाँ जी प्रिया जी, would you like to add something?
No, carry on. Accidentally pressed the thing. Accidentally pressed, sorry.
Okay, no issues. Thank you जी. हाँ जी, any other संगत member जी who would like to share something? हाँ जी कुलदीप जी, would you like to add something? हाँ जी तनवार जी, you are unmuted जी.
Wait, I can't get it.
Tanwan ji, we can hear you. Do you want to say
Yes.
something?
Yeah, there you are.
Yeah. Vaheguru ji ka khalsa, Vaheguru ji ki fateh ji.
Vaheguru ji ka khalsa, Vaheguru ji ki fateh, Dayal ji.
And now, I just wanted to add a little bit from
Yes,
my
please.
scientific background
Yes,
about
please.
the usefulness of water. Why is water so useful? Now, the reason water is so useful is that it helps to carry out biochemical reactions. You know, biochemistry in the living form is only possible if there is water. Water is the element that sort of allows this chemical reaction to occur, and the chemical reaction will then generate the energy and all the sort of thing, and transformation of substances one to the other, and so on. So in that way, it's essential. Nothing else can replace it. You see, you have to go down to water, it'll dissolve in water, a reaction will occur in the water. And then that's a life form. And from there, energy is released for various things, transformation of substance of one to the other. What do you call that's how we sustain life. So life is, we look at it upon life as a continuous chemical reaction. From the time one person is born until they die, there is a continuous chemical reaction. It's like when you set fire to the fuse lights and goes on and on and on until the end. So this chemical reaction has to be sustained, maintained, and then the one that can do it is water. Water gets rid of substances which the body doesn't need in the form of urine and so on, sweat and stuff like that. It comes out, and so it keeps the chemicals. We call it the internal milieu. That means the internal makeup. So we need water to maintain the internal milieu, to keep the pH correct, which is very important within very narrow sort of window. So for various reactions, various angles and so on, and for the biochemistry, water is essential, and that is life form. Vaheguru Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Very good. Thank you very much for sharing your knowledge with all of us. It's very helpful. So really appreciate. Thank you very much, Satyal.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ji. Hanji Kuldeep Ji, you are unmuted. Would you like to share something, Ji?
Hanji, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Listening to your lecture today, I am just what shall I say? I'm just so overwhelmed that Gurbani, written more than 500 years ago, when even the things that Gurbani is telling us today, science had not found out about it. It is just so profound. It is just so amazing. ਤੇ ਜੇ ਇਹ ਗੁਰੂਆਂ ਦੀ divinity ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਇਹ ਕੀ ਹੈ? Our Gurujis were just so enlightened. How come in those days they had all this awareness, all this knowledge? They were such much divine, and there was divine, divinity coming through them. And the last week we talked about earth, its importance, its life-giving requirements. We survive because of the earth. And also then, on the other side, all the qualities of the earth that we should try to acquire. So it is like a double barrel knowledge that Guruji is giving us. On one side, water is so necessary. It is essential. Our body is made up of water. We need water to survive. All the life depends on water to survive. And on the other side, what are the qualities of water which we should imbibe? It's so beautiful, the way in short sentences, in short paragraphs, so much profound knowledge, message, and information is given. And then I was thinking today, our waters are polluted. What have we done? What have the human people done? We have polluted our waters. We have polluted our environment. We have polluted the earth. We didn't realize the importance of all these life-giving elements. And today the human race is suffering from it. It is, it's as if Gurujis had predicted to us to preserve these things, to take care of these things, to take care of our environment, and be respectful of our life-giving elements. But we have ignored these messages, and then hence we are suffering today. Pani aj inna ganda hega hai, dharti de vich poison hega hai, pesticides. Even plants that are growing in it are also full of toxic material. Water is full of toxicity, all done by humans and science, because we had no respect for these God-given things. And honestly, I just find that this Gurbani is just amazing. It's just so profound. It's mind-blowing. It is just so overwhelming. What science had not discovered, Gurbani had already mentioned it before. It's beautiful. I have no words but to believe that Gurbani is our true Bible. Gurbani is our way to life, and Gurbani is something that we have to follow and understand and nurture ourselves and nurture the elements around us. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Thank you very much for your valuable contribution in today's talk and sharing your views. Yes, Kurbani covers all the aspects, even if we see it from the science or from the health, from the wealth, from the political point, from the social life. Like it covers all those things. The thing is, how do we understand? How do we apply in our life? So that is actually more challenging and more important. So Guru Sahib Kripa Karan ਸਾਡੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਤੇ so that we all will able to understand and apply in our life. So thank you very much, Kuldeep. Hanji, Mohan ji, you are unmuted. Madan Mohan ji. So would you like to share something from your experience? Hanji, Madan ji, you are unmuted. So do you want to say something? Okay. Any other Sangat member ji who wants to share something or wants to contribute, wants to add, or if any thought came to your mind, so feel free to share. Don't be shy, please. Anyone or everyone can unmute themselves, so not an issue. Okay. So request you all, so kindly unmute yourself. Once again, thank you very much in each and everybody of you for giving your precious time, for sharing your knowledge, for contributing, for listening. Guru Sahib ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਤੇ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰਨ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਗੁਣਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਸੁਣਿਆ ਹੈ ਸਾਡੇ ਜੀਵਨ ਚ ਵਿੱਚ ਆ ਸਕਣ ਬਾਕੀ next week we'll discuss about other rest elements as well. So ਆਓ ਸਾਰੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਪਿਆਰ ਨਾਲ ਦਸਮ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਦੀ ਬਖਸ਼ੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਦੀ ਸਾਂਝ ਪਾਈਏ ਜੀ। ਆਓ ਸਾਰੇ ਪਿਆਰ ਨਾਲ ਆਪਣਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.